Hello and welcome to How We Do It, Pet Grooming 101, the bath. Meet Snickers. Snickers is an awesome dog, but she's very dirty. First we have to get the eye goo out of the eyes. This is done by a fine tooth comb. You can use any comb you want, just as long as it has teeth close together. We start getting her wet thoroughly. So just make sure to get all the way to the skin. And if you notice, she may have had something stuck to her rear end that I didn't get off. I should have put the dog on the table and looked at his rear end and looked at the eyes. I probably would have shaved a little under the eyes and then shaved the rear end. The head is the most important part to get clean, because what you want, the customer really likes a nice fluffy head and a nice clean dog. I enjoy using tearless shampoo so I can really get in there next to the eye and get that eye goo out without any damage to the eye. Just go ahead, you can feel free to get in there. It's very important to have a clean dog because you cannot have a good groom without a clean dog. No one can get a dog to look good without having a clean dog first. The bath is the most important job, actually. After you do this, I like to rinse the eyes a little, even though that this is a tearless shampoo. You can't be too cautious around the eyeball. Next up, we have the body. Just make sure you get the soap down to the skin. I like to use, this is a Show Seasons product. I do not get any money from Show Seasons, but they do make a good product. Removing the oil and the dirt from the dog is very important, even if you notice a few mats. Oil and dirt tends to hold the mat together. So if you can get down to the skin, you'll find that your dematting job is much better. We have light matting, so this is not a problem. Another very important thing I'd like to mention is that some people look down on bathers and the bath being the least important job. But it is the most important. One, you can go through and check for parasites, making sure that there aren't any bugs of any sort, fleas, ticks. Two, it's very important to check the feet. You can have fleas or ticks hiding in the feet. The reason the bath is the most important job also is that as a dog groomer, I cannot make a dirty dog look good by any means. No matter your experience, you can't do it. But you can do awesome job with a clean dog. Warm water
is important.
Plenty of soap. I also like to do 2 bathings. One to remove the initial oils. Then 2, you have to get the surfactants down there to the skin, and that seems to make it cleaner and more fluffy. This is part where I'm going to remove any excess material from the rear end of this dog. Snickers really loves this part, I'm sure. It's important to oil and clean your blade after you do something like this. Clipper blades have to be cleaned and oiled regularly throughout the day. Here comes the rinse. And she hates this too, but you know, she puts up with it. You must be careful just to get all the shampoo out. That's the important thing. By getting all the oils out, you will have a nice fluffy dog. I used to work at a place that the only way I knew that there was a clean dog was that the owner would put a bow in its hair and the dog would still be very clumpy and filthy. That's not a good thing to present to your clients. You've got to get that soap out because not only could it cause itching and rashes to the skin, but it causes a clumpy coat. And if you want a real nice fluffy dog, you're not going to get that if there's already soap in the coat. So you have to be super good at rinsing. Now, here you're going to learn a little bit about how fun it is to do this because I inadvertently didn't have enough water. So here I am borrowing some water from a friend, the dog's owner. It's a good thing we're close friends. This is just like grooming at home. You can get a pitcher if you don't have a gallon jug and rinse away. Some nice warm water. Because sometimes things go wrong. In fact, most of the time, things kind of go wrong. But yeah, have that as your backup. Definitely have some bottles of water. Okay, now that we have a clean dog, we want to check the anal glands. She's not happy with this either. And everything's clean. Good shake. As mentioned before, she had some matting, so this is my chrome spray from Show Seasons. Has many uses. It is a good conditioner. It's a light conditioner. You don't have to worry about weighing down the coat. You can get that nice fluffy look I like. Next, I use a brush to spread the dematting spray all over and to work it further down into the coat. One of the hazards of brushing a wet coat is that the skin is extremely sensitive when it is wet. So you have to be very careful. I use a specialized brush which has each of the pins been machined and it is rounded. Speed dry spray helps with the drying, hence the name Speed Dry. And here we go. We got our towel. Best part of the day. Snicker seems happy. I like to make a doggy burrito. I usually get a clip and clip it. Oh, here we have Tinker. Tinker's a little Maltese mix with Shih Tzu probably. Now here I'm doing my recirculator. It has hot water or warm water and shampoo already mixed in. And I usually put a light conditioner in there too, so I can get the best of both worlds. I like the recirculator because it can blast the dirt and the oil from the skin and coat, from the bottom out. So what you want to do is have the recirculator very close to the skin. So it really doesn't take any time at all. I like to do it a couple of times because even if you're at home, you're doing your own dog, what you want to really do is give 2 baths, not just one. Because one bath, it is very hard to get that fluffy look, which means all the oils are gone in the coat. All the dirt is gone. Just put your dog in, suds it up really quick, get the soap in, rub it in, quick rinse. The second soaping should be super good, super sudsy, super nice, and then a super thorough rinse. Here I am with my favorite Tearless shampoo, and I do not get paid from them either. Now her eyes weren't very gunky. Actually, she had a very clean face and head. But you want to make sure to get that nice fluffy look. And the way you do that is with a clean dog. She's pretty much done. Now I'm going to do this a third time only because I want to disperse the heavily coated head. It has a lot of shampoo in it right now. I'd like to just disperse that all over the body. It cuts down on my rinsing time, so technically I'm using this almost as a rinse. Make sure there's nothing in the eyes. Oh, looking good. Tinker is not impressed. When the hair is wet, you can really see all the way to the skin. This is a good time to examine, especially if you do a dog every month. You can look and say, hey, there's a mole where there wasn't one a month ago. You could bring that to the owner's attention. You can examine it and see a tick. You can examine it and see a flea. You just examine for any dermatitis. But it's a great time to just look at the coat because you can see to the skin. Here we go with the rinse. And this takes less time because there's the recirculator uses actually a very little shampoo. And of course I had to check anal glands, although she's too tiny for you to see that. And if there's anything in the anal glands, you could rinse it right away with the hose while you're doing the dog. She's not thrilled with her head being done. And here we go. The towel. Awesome. Well, the first time when you step out of a shower, the first place you dry usually is your face. And I think dogs they love their face dried. That's my personal opinion. But they do love the towel because the owners, what do they use at home? They see that towel. They know, oh, my torture in the tub is over with. Give me the towel. Towel me, woman. That's what they say. Show season is my go-to line. I like the fact that a little of the product will do you. And also that it performs amazingly well and it smells good. I get plenty of comments from my clients that their dog will smell good for like 3 weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video. There you go. She's happy. Hi, thanks for watching our channel. Please, if you have any suggestions for any videos you'd like us to do, especially maybe RV repair or some type of dog grooming, please leave them in the comments below.